Hi there, Leo. Thank you so much for tuning in. So good to see you all here energetically. Love and light to you all. Let's get on with your reading. Exciting energies. The full moon in Aries, fire energy. And right, fire sign of Aries. It's similar to Leo energetically, given that right, you're both fire signs. A lot of fire energy around the full moon in Aries. You may find that there's a whole lot of focus here around, let's say, the 22nd, even the 26th, on matters of, I'm hearing, exclusivity related to concepts of passion. I'm getting that coming up and out for you, the Two of Pentacles here. But Leo, I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and I was getting for you this, I was seeing you like on stage, and I'm seeing you like at the podium. I'm hearing the front desk as well. And I'm like, this came through for Virgo in their moon manifestation cycle reading. But I'm seeing you like looking around and like whispering, like, have you lost me? I'm hearing specifically the star in reverse. You may be presenting something, Leo, to an audience. There may be a focus on how you're sourcing your project. I'm hearing your production skills. I'm hearing as well. You may be presenting something. I'm hearing again the Three of Cups upright. You may be at like a sort of convention. I'm almost seeing it as like a convention. But yet again, the Ace of Swords coming through. There's communication and news, and there's also perhaps an announcement or a public sort of project. I'm hearing specifically that you are presenting. The focus, though, as I'm getting it on you, is like how your audience, I'm hearing specifically, or who you're presenting, what it is you're presenting to, is almost like I'm hearing synchronized with the way that you're swimming through that I'm hearing space. And I'm hearing of self-reflection here related to the Ten of Pentacles, and I'm seeing it as like you perhaps sharing or showcasing your work. I'm hearing your performances as well. There could be a focus here on who is watching, and you may have a whole lot of eyes on you, I'm getting specifically, but the question is, are they staring at my back or my neck? Whatever that may mean in particular for you. It's like, are they open to what it is that I'm actually presenting to them? I'm seeing Judgment in reverse, and I'm seeing someone like in a suit and a tie, like on I'm hearing on set, and the feeling is like I'm hearing, are they judging me? I'm hearing specifically, are they opening, I'm hearing, the box that I'm offering to them? Are they reading the letter that I'm hearing carrying home, whatever that may mean in particular for you? I'm hearing, are you leaving me here as well? Leo, I'm hearing, are you leaving me? Whatever that may mean for you. It's like I'm seeing you like turning around during a presentation, and Ace of Pentacles here in reverse, Ten of Cups upright. I'm seeing you like turning your head, and you're like, I'm hearing, what's that? I'm hearing, what's that all about? The Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. What's the story here? I'm hearing specifically. There's a lot of like questioning, Leo. It's a lot of of interpretation as well. I'm hearing in a way that is, I'm hearing audible, where it's like I'm seeing you actually like talking through your motives. I'm hearing for a number of you, but I'm also hearing like your questions, the Ten of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing, are they open to it? Yet again, are they open to it? I'm hearing this might be a negotiation for a number of you, and the sort of feeling is that there's I'm hearing doctor in the room who knows things that we can't fathom. Okay. And it's like, you might be feeling like there's some storyline, I'm hearing specifically here with the Ten of Swords in reverse, that has, I'm hearing, its shadows, I'm hearing cast around the room, where it's like, okay, is there something that I don't know? I'm hearing specifically. And I'm seeing like a teacher as well in a room, like giving a speech. And the sort of feeling is like, what it is that I'm presenting, I'm hearing is in a certain way just kind of like presenting itself back to me. And I'm hearing, was that my intention? Did I want it to just sort of like reach the ceiling and bounce back and drop on the floor? It's like, what exactly I'm hearing marketing as well. And there's a focus perhaps on the medium that you're marketing with. There's perhaps a focus on what feels magical to you as well. And it's like, if I'm just pronouncing, I'm hearing certain words, I'm hearing certain letters, is that all that there is to the game? It's like, is it a matter of the momentum I'm hearing of my speech? Is it a matter of the moment in and of itself? Is it a matter of the pace of the heart that beats through my work when I am presenting it? What is it exactly that's going to make the ground shake here with the High Priestess? And you may be dealing with a Pisces, and they're incredibly picky. I'm hearing here a Leo. It's like they don't even know how to pick a cherry off of the tree, because they don't try to do that very often. And they are very selective, I'm hearing, with how it is that they are opening specifically themselves to this opportunity. And it's perhaps specific message coming through for a number. It may be your very own energy as well. We've all got every sign in our chart. We've all got every sign, all the 12 zodiac signs in our chart somewhere. If you don't know where the signs are in your very personal chart and you'd like to calculate that, you can click the link below in the description box, and that will lead you to the page where you can calculate them. Okay. Nonetheless, Leo, I'm hearing there is a skating rink, and we're trying to skate around it, whatever that may mean in particular for you, but in a way where it's like we can still be involved in the, I'm hearing in the power of the performance. I'm hearing specifically, it's like, but I don't want to have to be both the audience and the performer. I'm hearing specifically, it's like, can't we just break the eggshells together? Like, I'm getting that you're getting a little frustrated, Leo, with the way that certain projects, let's say, may be taking a turn. In terms of who may be sort of like almost like guiding them in a certain way. I'm seeing it as like guiding them with the High Priestess, but I'm seeing that this could also be your own energy. I'm seeing it though as like who may also be like observing them. And I'm seeing that you may be presenting something to, let's say, even a panel, and someone in the audience is questioning, I'm hearing, your process, or you may be, let's say, questioning, and it can go in however many ways, right? And of course, general reading, it may resonate differently for everyone, but I'm seeing it as like you standing at this, I'm hearing at the station as well, and you're like peering off into the horizon, and you're like, which train is mine again? And it's like, hold on a second. Whoa, I'm hearing, am I lost? I'm hearing specifically, and you may be traveling for a number of you as well. The Empress upright, mirroring here the Justice card, I'm hearing they're getting juicy with the details. Someone maybe talking around town, whatever that means for you. They may also be finding a sort of a host of information here that leads them to make certain decisions that really, I'm hearing, change their whole ball game, and what kind of ball they choose to use in that skating rink. I'm hearing skating rink again, and it may be related to, it's like something is a little awkward, Leo. I'm not gonna put any icing on that cake, okay? Or that cupcake. It's like something is like, okay, it's like I feel like I'm hearing making an offer that sounds taboo, and it's like you may feel like that, Leo, perhaps for a number of you. And of course, our general reading, we'll see how the energies are coming through here. Always a matter of perception and interpretation, and take it as you will. Always a matter of perception yet again, not necessarily like literal, right? And not necessarily positive, negative, or neutral. There's a focus on an opportunity that you feel, it's like there's something here. I know there's something here that I want to work with. Okay, Eight of Pentacles, that I perhaps have been really preparing for, like really like almost like to a point of like, I'm hearing like a hidden obsession, whatever the meaning for you. It can be taken, perceived, interpreted in a number of ways. Again, not necessarily positive, negative, or neutral. The feeling is like, I'm almost seeing someone who's been like reading astrology books about certain even industries, and it's like, when's the best time to time that? When's the best time to time this? Like sort of feeling. And I'm hearing there's an outburst of passion. I'm hearing it's an outburst of passion that marks the moment in which all of the right players present themselves to you. And it's one that you identify with personally. I'm hearing uniquely, and it's speaking of what you find. I'm hearing yourself dreaming about. I'm hearing the possibilities of creating into the future, and I'm seeing here the Six of Cups in reverse, just sort of split from the stack, right over the Ten of Wands upright. The Four of Pentacles upright, mirroring here the Six of Cups in reverse. There could be a focus on a community that you want to reach out to. I'm hearing specifically that you want to connect with. I'm hearing as well perhaps a matter of partnership as well. It's like, this is something that I have been idealizing. I'm hearing dreaming of, even discussing with you for so long, baby. I'm hearing here. For a number of you, the Ace of Cups coming through, the Tower in reverse, Daughter of Wands upright. I'm hearing someone's not ready. I'm hearing somebody is not ready for this. Whatever that may mean in particular for a number of you. Here, the Three of Swords over the Mother of Swords in reverse. Somebody's going through a change. I'm hearing a period of change and transformation, maybe related to a fire sign. I'm hearing a water sign as well. Somebody who, let's say, also has a lot of air in their chart. The Nine of Cups in reverse right next to the Ace of Cups upright. We want to make the story come full circle, though. It's like, I want to write it with you. I'm hearing, I want to write it with you. Me and you. I'm hearing specifically the High Priestess coming through. The Empress, I'm hearing here, is just not really impressed, though. Whatever that may mean in particular for you. Leo, I'm hearing Aries here, and again, can be taken in a number of ways, can be, right, however, I'm hearing gender as well. The Fool here is mirroring the Father of Swords, and somebody has something that they would like to send your way. I'm hearing as an official document. I'm hearing change of residence, change of home. The Fool is mirroring the Father of Swords. The Chariot here right over the Daughter of Pentacles. There may be focus on translocation, movement, change, travel abroad. Nine of Pentacles upright and the Ten of Wands upright. You may be traveling with someone. I'm hearing specifically somebody who I'm seeing this as like a work partnership, work relationship. Somebody who is very, I'm hearing youthful and enterprising in the way that they can accompany what is considered to hold a sense of, I'm hearing stability with it. I'm hearing promising venture. And it's like, I'm hearing pragmatic, I'm hearing pragmaticist, whatever that means, pragmatist, whatever that means for a number of you, and they are the salesman, whatever that means. I'm hearing sales support, whatever that may mean for you. I'm hearing sales, though, specifically, and again, however gender can be in however way. I'm just back going to mention that way. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, perpendicular to the Seven of Wands. I'm hearing we want to light the match, and we want to light the right one, and the one that we feel will really catch the attention, I'm hearing, of our audience. And that's not necessarily related to what is, let's say, considered to be a platform that you can start things off from. It's like, I can technically plant my seed here. Does that mean that those are viable, I'm hearing lucrative, fertile spaces that I want to carry my sort of performance out from? What is it that feels right? I'm hearing specifically in terms of even the lighting in that room. It's like, what is it that lights me up? I'm hearing specifically when I am creating in that space. And there's a focus, as I'm getting it, on the culmination of events that challenges, I'm hearing specifically challenges the paradigm of creativity for you. What does it mean to create? What does it mean to create once you've created something already? What does it mean to stand outside of what you've created and not judge it? I'm hearing specifically in terms of what that stands as. I'm hearing what that serves as, what that resembles even in an ideological way. How is it that what you create stands, I'm hearing, and serves as a source of interpretation? And the question here, as I'm getting it, if you're feeling a little bit like, well, what am I creating and what is that leading to in a certain way? Leo, I'm hearing Capricorn, perhaps wherever it is, let's say Capricorn sits in your very personal chart, there could be a focus on long-term visions. I'm hearing identity, whatever that may mean to go for you. I'm hearing identifying perhaps with a certain vision, a dream here. I'm hearing conversation. The feeling is that I'm hearing what we recognize to be as a story that we want to tell is how it is that we feel when we're telling it. And it's like, do I feel good when I'm, let's say, in that room? I'm hearing in that back room, that back office, whatever that meaning took it for you, related to the hanged man. I said the high hanged man, take it as you will, the high priestess. I'm saying the high priestess, the hanged man. The high priestess and the hanged man both speak to the archetype of Pisces. I'm hearing they play with treasures. I'm hearing and trinkets. They play with puzzles. They love puzzles. I'm hearing they love puzzle games. But is it I'm hearing a priority for me? I'm hearing, is it a passion for me? Is it a place, I'm hearing specifically, Ten of Swords in reverse, that I want to represent? I'm hearing even the Nine of Wands upright, the Father of Pentacles upright, the Father of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords upright, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Is it my place even to practice what's personal to me? And the feeling that I'm getting is that you want to feel that what it is that you're creating, what it is that you're presenting is being, it's like I want to feel that the message was delivered in a certain way. It's like I'm seeing it as almost like a text message that has no sort of way of being tracked. It's like, okay, I texted them, but it doesn't even say delivered. Like, what does that mean? Okay, I'm hearing, did you get it? I'm hearing again, it's like this feeling of like, wanting to almost rest assured, be sure that, or have some sort of confirmation of how your audience is engaging with your work. But again, Leo, the feeling I'm getting is that what is being capitalized on is, I'm hearing, a resource that you interpret first in terms of how you present it. I'm hearing not just how you present it, but how it is that you are presented personally with it in the moments that you create it. And it's like, how am I, let's say, even starting, moving on a certain project, working in a certain way, working on a certain project in the moment that I do? What is that door that I open when I am presenting, I'm hearing, that idea to myself? I'm hearing specifically. And it's like, is it empowering? I'm hearing, is it a source of empowerment for me? I'm hearing in a structured way, I'm getting as well, where it's like, I feel like what I'm creating is, I'm hearing practical, but still playful. I'm hearing specifically. And the feeling I'm getting for you, Leo, is that there are stories that you want to tell. There are so many stories you want to tell. I'm hearing storytelling here specifically. There's so much excitement around what it is that you feel is I'm hearing an opportunity. I'm hearing an industry, a compartment, even a division of, let's say, the company that you work in that you would love, so to speak, to support. I'm hearing by way of your abilities. I'm hearing creatively. I'm hearing also, I'm hearing corporate. I'm hearing in a corporate way. Like, I really want to, let's say, I'm hearing, I really want to copyright this. I'm hearing specifically. Like, but how is it that, again, I enter that space, and there could be a focus on the context, the environment through which you are sort of stimulating a new beginning. Love and light to you here. Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in. Love and light. Enjoy this period of the full moon in Aries, leading into the new moon in Libra. And I highly recommend as well to check out your rising sun or moon sign, as you may find there's further insights there for you into your situation. Let's see, anything else? If you don't know your signs and you like to calculate them, you could do so via the link in the bio description box below. You just click through there and calculate your signs via that link, Leo. I know some of you as well have been asking if I have personal services, and I do. You can book a private reading via the links provided in the bio description box below. You can click through there, and there are various options there depending on how in-depth you want to go and what it is exactly you want to look into, so on and so forth. There's a partnership option as well, partnership thread. So if that's a focus for you, then you can take a deeper dive at that, take a look at that service, again, via the links in the bio description box below. Nonetheless, Leo, I'm hearing surprise here, right as you trail out. I'm hearing with Virgo at the new moon in Libra, whatever that means for you. Nonetheless, thank you so much again for tuning in, Leo. Libra wants to speak out for you. And also, I know somebody asking if I have, let's say, astrology report services. If I do any other services, perhaps in tandem even with readings or outside of readings, so to speak. It's like, do you do astrology reports? And I do. I have a number of services that speak specifically to work with the astrology chart. And what I'll do is I'll take a look at your very personal energetic blueprint to see exactly how the energies are moving through in your chart. And those are in depth, about 13 pages of analysis, and I'll take a look at how each sort of placement is operating in a chart in relation to one another. And I tend to focus specifically on soul path, life path, calling, gifts, talents, and assets seen by way of the birth chart, as well as career sort of industries and even modalities, ways of working that may be of interest for you. So whatever it is that, let's say, you kind of feel maybe also a complement to the work that you're doing now, if you want to gain greater insight into that, it's like, well, I'm technically working in this industry, but I feel like I could make it a lot more, let's say I'm hearing even profitable. I could really complement the industry that I'm already working in and with, let's say, another line of work, and what would be really satisfying perhaps on a personal level. That's something that I tend to focus on in the astrology reports. Okay, so and I tend to focus on, let's say, certain areas of life that are related to, let's say, certain energetic expressions. So let's say you've got a lot of energy, let's say, and alluding to a certain part of area of life, then I would, let's say, focus on that and provide analysis of how that is integrated within the grander sort of body of your energetic composition. So you might be a sun sign Leo, let's say, right? And okay, you've got sun sign Leo, it's fire energy, but how it is that energy is overlapping with other energies in the chart and sort of being integrated again within the grander sort of fabric of your story. I'm hearing specifically whatever that may mean in particular for you, if you're working with something in, let's say, projects, levels, something that you may be thinking of, let's say, expanding or innovating, then that may be of interest for you there. And again, that's something that I tend to focus on. And there is a focus on energetic composition as well in those reports. So again, I'll take a look at your personal birth chart and see exactly how each of the elements of fire, water, air, earth also are operating in your very personal chart, and how, again, they are operating with one another. So you may find that channeling a certain element in a certain way may be incredibly satisfying, and or maybe actually also conducive to the channeling of another element. So that's something that I focus on as well. And you can take a look again at those services via the links in the badge description below. Leo, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at alchemynew@gmail.com. And you can also contact me directly via the chat box link on the website alchemynew.com. You can just click through to that on the website. Again, link in the badge description box below. Anything else? I also focus, and Becca mentioned this, on specific talents, skills, assets that are present in the birth chart that, let's say, are accentuated. Okay, like focus points of, let's say, certain abilities. I'm hearing craftsmanship, whatever that may mean for you, that may be related to how it is that you carry out or channel certain elements and energy. So let's say that you want to also focus on certain gifts, talents, and assets. There may be focus on, let's say, how that talent or asset is integrated with another, let's say, element or archetype in the birth chart. So I tend to focus on how, let's say, channeling certain elements may be integrated with other elements in the birth chart, and what it is that you may find is the most seamless expression of a certain element. I'm hearing adjectives here, whatever that may mean in particular for you. I'm hearing design, what it is that may be related to certain lines of work that really open doors for you. I'm hearing specifically in terms of what it is that you feel creatively speaks to your project, and in a way where it's like, I don't need to redefine what I'm doing. It's just a matter of what it is that I'm defining as the point of passion in what I'm doing. just sort of coming through the Seven of Wands upright and the Daughter of Pentacles upright. That could be focusing again on what we are identifying with as a way of working that, let's say, stimulates and expresses a certain potential, a gift, an asset of our creative work. I'm hearing also of our self-expression in our project, whatever that may mean in particular for you. Again, something that you may already be involved in that has a certain application of your gifts and abilities, your talents in that particular arena of work, in that particular industry, that may be accentuated even by way of channeling another potential asset, skill, talent, or let's say gift or ability. And it's like, when I combine this with that, when I combine my ability to do this with my ability to do that, how is it that that's a chemical point? I'm hearing of combustion, whatever that may mean for you. It's like, that's when I really start cooking things up in that kitchen. And if you're feeling a little bit like that, I'm creating, but am I feeling like I'm really being creative? Then, and if there's a feeling of like dissatisfaction, almost if you're not feeling, let's say, satisfied with that, then that may be something of interest for you. As taking a look at the birth chart specifically, may shed light on what will really satisfy your talents, abilities, and skills in their expression. And there could be a focus again on like a certain field through which, let's say, channeling a certain talent or ability may be conducive or satisfying it again. Also, most sort of efficient or productive, and also like a feeling that, let's say, when I'm channeling that, it doesn't feel forced. It's like there's a sense of, let's say, freedom, or even free-spiritedness, or even just a lightness with which, and I'm hearing ascension, whatever that means for you. It's like something that just makes the process of expressing that part of myself or that particular talent all the more, I'm hearing present. I'm hearing also I'm hearing like clear, okay, where it's like powerful. I'm hearing as well, where it's like, okay, that really put the spotlight on the canvas that I just painted, like sort of feeling. So nonetheless, if that's something of interest to you, then again, taking a look at the birth chart may sort of cast light on what areas of the birth chart could really empower. I'm hearing power your own perception even of your performance, and your understanding of what it is that you want to present, and the ways in which you are feeling most compelled to carry them out. Okay, thank you so much again for tuning in. Love and light to you, Leo. Enjoy this period. And I'm back going to mention this right before we trail out, that there may be a number of ways that, let's say, also your performance takes its roots, whatever that means in particular for you. And it's like, I feel like I have so many ideas. I feel like, let's say again, it's like there are I'm hearing abilities that I hold. There are, let's say, industries that I already create through. But how is it that I'm grounding those concepts, okay, that I'm working with? And how is it that, let's say, I am really integrating them in a way and in a fashion that has a storyline to it, a story to it? And Leo, the feeling that I'm getting is that there could be so many I'm hearing conversations that are related to the process that you move through in creating what it is that you do, and those conversations are I'm hearing almost like creating storylines in and of themselves. And if let's say again, it's like this feeling of like, well, I have this ability, but how is it that I'm going to translate it also in a productive, in a physical, material, tangible way? Then that's something that I also tend to focus on in let's say in a certain protocol that focuses, let's say, on the element of your choice. Let's say I have ideas, I have a lot of creativity, creative ideas that I want to work with, but I want to stabilize them. I'm very specifically, I want to implement them. I want to implement them in a way that also feels good for me, feels inspiring for me, feels exciting for me, feels that it's also I'm hearing like supporting my growth processes through creating them and working with them, and that may be related to another element, in particular groundedness being related to the earth element. So how does it, let's say, fire and earth are operating a very personal chart could be a focus if that's, let's say, a situation that you want to focus on. Like if you have so many ideas but you want to ground them, then perhaps focusing on an earth energy protocol may be of interest for you. And again, you can check those out via the link in the description box below. And let's see, anything else. Focusing on what also, it's not a matter, let's say, of just making a certain project get off the ground. It's like, it's not just a matter of, let's say, even making money with it. It's not a matter of it just feeling successful or being successful or producing XYZ amount of, I'm hearing shares, whatever that may mean in particular for you. I'm hearing stockholder. There's a feeling perhaps of purpose as well. And I'm getting it as like, it's like and I'm going to say, there are like ways that feel satisfying to, let's say, be productive from one person to the next that may be completely different and anomalous from one person to the next. It's like when I create things and work in ways that are, let's say, strategic or are grounded or organizational or focused, let's say, on matters that are practical and related to finances, I feel that I'm most alleviated of the pressure of working in that way when I'm working in that way in this industry, or when I'm working in that way with these types of people, or when I'm working in that way with these types of conversations I'm hearing even, or I'm hearing also concepts, I'm hearing materials as well. And that, again, is very personal, right, from one person to the next. So how it is that, let's say, again, certain elements may be operating in a chart and are assimilated together in a certain way, maybe a composition and a factor that provides illumination for how it is that you feel you want to identify with your assets in a certain way, how it is that you feel that working in a certain way with your assets and working with your, take it as you will, with your assets in a certain way may be most, I'm hearing, inspiring, illuminating, and enlightening for you as the creator of what you create. And it's like, I'm having like a very specific image of somebody who is a creator, but is like, how am I I'm hearing specifically representing that, and how is it that I'm creating that? And there could be a focus on how you are sort of involved in that process on a personal level, and I'm hearing on a strategic level as well. How it is that you are I'm hearing idealizing as well certain timelines that you feel, oh, if I start this, then that would launch into this next stage, and then that would create this sort of possibility for me. I'm hearing specifically a possibility in general, whatever that may mean in particular for you. And it's like focusing perhaps on the point of satisfaction in creating what it is that you create in the moment that you create it could potentially expand for you how it is that you feel in creating that in the moments that you are presenting it, and really getting clear on your needs energetically in terms of how it is that certain predispositions may be set as in your chart. For example, it's like how it is, let's say, certain elements may be operating with, integrated with other elements in your personal birth chart. Could point to and shed light on perhaps, and always so many factors in the birth chart, always depends, always a matter of how it is that you channel those energies. And I see it as a predisposition, take it as you will, again, always a matter of perception, and everything is so dynamic, and always a matter of how it is, let's say, that you're channeling and how it is that you are perceiving a perception itself. So take it as you will, dear Leo. But Becca mentioned that there's, right, perhaps a feeling that we can come closer in touch with our sort of natural inclination. It's like if I'm, let's say, I'm hearing a hermit, but I'm working in an environment that I'm hearing qualifies me for this kind of position. It's like, how is it that feels stimulating? I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. So again, if you would like to focus specifically on how you can assimilate certain resources, and if you would like to, let's say, gain greater insight into how certain elements may stimulate for you other elements in your birth chart, then you could read further on that via the links in the description box below. Nonetheless, thank you so much again for tuning in, Leo. Love and light to you. And I'm hearing Libra as we trail out. Enjoy this period of the full moon in Aries leading into the new moon in Libra, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Leo.